The story begins with a young boy named Reed, sitting in his classroom, passionately sharing his dreams with his teacher. He says, "I want to create something that will let me teleport anywhere, anytime. I'm already working on a device for it." His teacher, unimpressed, dismisses his imagination and tells him to come back the next day with a more realistic goal. In the same class, there's another boy named Ben, who is dealing with a troubled relationship with his older brother. One night, Ben hears a noise in his scrapyard and discovers Reed sneaking in to steal a power electronic device. Instead of punishing Reed, Ben decides to let him take it. The device belonged to Ben's brother, who often mistreated him, so Ben sees no harm in giving it away. This act sparks a strong friendship between the two boys, and they begin working together to build Reed's machine. Years pass, and Reed and Ben grow up. One day, their school hosts a science exhibition where they showcase their machine. While others mock their invention, two strangers, a woman named Susan and a man, approach them. The man offers Reed a scholarship, which excites him immensely. Reed accepts the offer and leaves to study at a prestigious institution. One day, while in the library, Reed strikes up a conversation with Susan, who is also there. He enthusiastically tells her about a book he's reading, and the two begin to form a connection. Meanwhile, the professor who awarded Reed the scholarship is under pressure from his funders. They demand something valuable in return for their support. The professor tells them about Reed's device, claiming it could be highly beneficial. He introduces Reed to Victor, another student, and suggests they all work together on the project. Susan is also part of the team. It's revealed that Victor harbors a deep hatred for the world and secretly desires its destruction. He's also interested in Susan, which creates tension within the group. Elsewhere, the professor's son, Johnny, is shown recklessly driving his father's car. He ends up crashing it, and as punishment, the professor forces him to join Reed's project team. Now, the four of them, Reed, Susan, Victor, and Johnny, begin working on the project together. Over time, Reed and Susan grow closer, which fuels Victor's jealousy. Eventually, they complete the project, which involves a device capable of transporting living beings to another dimension. They plan to test it by sending an ape into space and bringing it back. However, the funders suggest involving NASA, but the team refuses, fearing NASA would take all the credit. They argue, the world remembers the first man on the moon, but no one remembers who built the spacecraft that got him there. We want to be the first humans to step into another world. Reed insists on bringing Ben along for the mission, as they've worked on the project together for years. When the team finally launches into space, they plant their flag on the other world, only to encounter a strange green light spreading across the surface. Victor, curious and reckless, reaches out to touch the green substance, causing a violent reaction. The substance bursts, and the team scrambles to escape. Victor falls into the green lava, while the others manage to return to their spacecraft. However, their ship loses contact with Earth, and Susan uses her quick thinking to guide them back. As they re-enter Earth's atmosphere, they are exposed to cosmic radiation, which alters their bodies. Back on Earth, the team is quarantined. Reed discovers that Ben has been transformed into a stone-like creature. Devastated, Reed promises Ben he'll find a way to reverse the changes. The funders arrive and offer to help the team, but only if they agree to serve their interests. They train the group for a year, secretly planning to use their powers to build a private military force. They also begin constructing a quantum gate and recruit Johnny as a soldier. Susan learns about their plans and informs the professor, who is horrified at the thought of his son being used as a weapon. He pleads with Susan to bring Reed back to help stop the funders. Initially reluctant, Susan eventually tracks Reed down and convinces him to return. Meanwhile, scientists exploring the other world discover Victor, still alive. They bring him back to Earth, where he reveals that the radiation in the other world sustained him. His spacesuit has fused with his body, turning into a steel-like armor that protects him. Victor declares, "I don't care if this world is destroyed. I want to start over." He attacks the scientists and seizes the quantum gate, using it to travel back to the other world. There, he begins pulling objects and energy from Earth, threatening to destroy both worlds. Reed, Susan, Ben, and Johnny decide to stop Victor. Using an alternate path, they travel to the other world and confront him in an epic battle. Despite Victor's immense power, the team works together and manages to defeat him. They succeed in their mission, saving both worlds and proving that their unity and determination make them truly fantastic. Marvel finally released the first teaser for the Fantastic Four after teasing fans with a dramatic countdown. The teaser opens with the iconic Baxter Building, the team's headquarters in the comics, akin to the Avengers Tower. Reed Richards' Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm Invisible Woman are introduced, alongside their teammates Johnny Storm Human Torch and Ben Grimm the Thing. The trailer hints at their origin story: astronauts transformed by cosmic radiation during a space mission, granting them superpowers. While the movie skips their origin, it focuses on their struggles adapting to their new abilities. Reed Richards, known for his genius intellect and stretchable body, is shown researching interdimensional portals, possibly connecting to Kang or the multiverse. Ben Grimm's emotional arc is highlighted, emphasizing his psychological struggle with his rock-like appearance. A fun Easter egg nods to actor Moss-Bachrach's role in The Bear, showing Ben taste-testing food, mirroring his character in the show. The team's retro-futuristic aesthetic, set in an alternate 1960 seconds timeline, features advanced technology blended with vintage fashion. The teaser introduces Kirby, a robot built using alien technology from the planet Xandar seen in Guardians of the Galaxy. A mysterious character played by John Malkovich appears, speculated to be Reed's son, Franklin Richards, or a variant of Doctor Doom. The biggest reveal is Galactus, the planet-devouring villain, standing near the Statue of Liberty. Unlike the MCU's main timeline, this